Yes, about Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw. I've already told you something about Field Marshal Manekshaw, about the staff car that he liked and used as an army commander, which was a 1948 model Austrian Sherline. The next point was that he was very friendly with Indira Gandhi, who was then the Prime Minister, because he had known her since she was 16 years old and used to accompany her father as the military advisor to various travels to France and Germany, etc. And he knew Indira Gandhi because he used to accompany her father. So, after J.N. Chaudhary was to retire, that was after the 1965 war, he retired in 1966. She rang up Sam Manekshaw, who was Eastern Army commander, to say that I am going to make you the next chief. And Sam said to her, because this is explained by him to me some years later, when I was an army commander and he was a retired army chief, and he happened to visit Calcutta. So she asked him that I am going to make you the army chief. So Sam said, no, don't do that, because if I become the army chief, I will retire within 3 years. And I am commanding Eastern Army, so there is a person senior to me, who is the Vice Chief of Army Staff, that is K. Kamaramangalam, who is from the Gunners, and he is a very fine officer. He was a King's Commissioned officer. And J.N. Chaudhary, who is the chief, was also a King's Commissioned officer. But Indira Gandhi wanted Sam to be the chief. Sam said, if you make me the chief now, then within 3 years I will retire. But if you make me after making Kamaramangalam the chief, he will serve for 2 years because of the age restriction. Then you make me the chief, so I will be serving 2 years more as the army commander, then 3 years more as the army chief, because the age was with him on this matter. So she said, all right. So they waited, and then when J.N. Chaudhary retired in 1966, they made Kamaramangalam. He was the chief. He retired in 1969, and therefore Sam became the army chief in 1969. He had already been the chief for a couple of years when this 1971 war took place, and hence he was the army chief in for the 1971 war. His term of 3 years finished after the 1971 war was over. She made him a field marshal, and she wanted him to serve a few months more as a field marshal. So this is the relationship between the political leadership and the army chief. So she allowed him the further service for 3 months. The result was that Babur, who became the chief after him, was given the chief 3 months after the time when he was supposed to get it. So under the circumstances, that caused throughout the future years a little problem with the next few chiefs.